Argentina, Buenos Aires. So this is our second edition of the little quest. The first one was called Little Scavenger Hunt. In terms of trying to brand it a little bit. This time I'm calling it Little Quest, Little Devconnect edition. Overall it was great. It was a little hard to get the funding for it ahead of time. I would have loved to like communicate it out earlier, so people were aware of it, because it seemed like people were finding out about it even like and after Devconnect was over, still able to complete the quest pretty quickly. So shout out to Crypto Nautis, I believe. But yeah, quick summary: we had over 100 unique participants join this scavenger hunt. We had 5 people that what I'm calling completionists. So on top of collecting all the POAPs, they also found me at Devconnect and were able to get that POAP. One person, which is Crypto Nautis, they found out about it later, so they weren't able to get the POAP for me that they saw me at Devconnect, but they were able to complete the 6 challenges around Buenos Aires, which is really cool. And about 1 in 5 people did more than 50%. So that means that they had more than 3. They collected more than 3 POAPs, which is freaking awesome to see. This was a bigger event. It was a little bit harder too. Harder in the sense that, you have to go to places. But I try to choose places that were pretty cool. I try to choose places that like people were going to go to, but also try to get people to go to new places as well. So this one here, which is a picture from Olga, who I don't even think she's in Web3. I think her boyfriend or fiance or husband is in Web3, and she needed something to do while he was working at Devconnect, and she did the scavenger hunt, which is such a cool thing to see, getting you out there to explore and potentially winning money. So this are the prizes. We had a POAP track, a creator track, and then I'm just going to call it like miscellaneous Fine Gramajo track. Yeah, so a little different from FarCon. So FarCon, we had like a little noun specific track, and then it opened to everyone, and then a Flying Gramajo miscellaneous track as well. You could take a look at that of what FarCon looked like and the prize structure as well. So the prizes were a lot smaller because the funding was less, and it was like a proof of concept. And now still a proof of concept, but it seems like people are definitely really digging this idea of like quests and going out from the conference center and exploring a city, especially a cool city like Buenos Aires. Like, I mean, if you were just there and you just went to the conference event center, like that's fine. But I think you missed out for sure on seeing such a cool city. So hopefully you did get to go out. So we have, who knows? I think the next one we might be doing might be in East Denver. We'll see. I'm talking to some folks about potential scouting locations. They're locals, so I think it'd be cool. I don't know if Denver is like if it's gonna work, but we'll see what we can come up with. Let's see. So next time we might do a Little Nouns quest specifically. So if you pick up a Little Noun, they're pretty cheap right now. So pick one up, and then you'll be ready. And for the winners, you'll have a Little Noun now. So that's good. If you don't want to participate in Little Nouns governance, you could actually delegate your vote. And if you want to see more this type of like activity and activation, just make sure to delegate to me if you like. No pressure, but it's gramajo.eth, and your vote, support basically helps me be able to submit for funding for these kind of activations, which is, I would say, unique, fun, and different from most activations. Everyone is going to be getting a nouns burner. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let's do that. That helps. Super cool thing. These are not Little Nouns. I wish they were Little Nouns branded, but they are Nouns branded. It's a hardware wallet, so it's super dope. So I'll be sending those out to people, or if you're going to Denver, I could go drop them off to you there as well, whatever is easiest for you. Here are the prizes. So this gives the breakdown of the different prizes, different tracks. Kind of the thinking behind the content creator track was mostly, obviously, like, it's hard to get out there. So if you couldn't make it to all the POAPs. Then you had the creative track, you can make a video on the one location you were able to go to. And I was happy to see that we had some content. We had one from Generic Vibes and from Leo. And a simple one is just like a picture. Take a picture while you're doing the activations. And then obviously an even simpler one is like just find me. Although that could be hard because I wasn't like, there 24/7 at the booth or anything like that. But yeah, find me, grab the POAP. And then I have a not going to make it award because, I like all I want to do is like have fun with folks and, make sure everyone else is having fun. So yeah, you can scan the QR code below. That takes you to the website. So without further ado, is there any soundtrack? Any sound boards on here? Nah, no soundboards. All right, we're doing it live. Screw it. So first place is Ugo M. So on the process of how we got these names. So if you completed the scavenger hunt, and then for Crypto Nautis, you were also included, even though you didn't have a full completionist set. I included the 5 completionists plus Cryptonautas into a pool of 6. From there, I went to Fairy Raffle. Fairy Raffle, again, was something that the Octane team, Nico specifically, shared with me on more transparent raffling. So I used to do a spin the wheel, which I don't know how like randomized that is, but I read the documentation for Fairy Raffle, ran it through ChatGPT because I'm not like freaking super genius or anything. And between both my brain and ChatGPT, it looks like it was a pretty fair distributed method of like selecting winners. You can verify all the results on chain here. If you click on Fairy Raffle, you'll be able to see it. This slide deck will actually be on the website post this video. So I'll share with people the slide deck, the link to the Fairy Raffle where you can verify the results yourself on chain. And then in the website too, I'll also put the transaction IDs for everybody for all their money. It's all going to be on chain, IPFS.ethlimo, thanks ethlimo, and also for Simple Page for creating such great products that makes it easy. Definitely check both of them out. But yeah, Hugo.m. Cool story here. So this is actually a picture of Ugo and myself. Sorry if I'm doxing you, Ugo, but this is at the announced booth. Ugo and his girlfriend, fiance, wife, one of those. He was the one that was actually working at the booth, and his girlfriend, fiance, wife was the one that was doing the scavenger hunt while he was working. I mean, they were doing it together, but he had to go get some after the fact because he was working. So I'm really hoping you guys are both able to share kind of this award because I think you guys are doing it together. So hopefully you guys can get a nice dinner or do something fun with the money. I will be sending you guys the money. It's a little down. Feel free to delegate it out to me or do whatever it is that you'd like with it. But yeah, I thought it was really cool to meet Ugo, talk about the scavenger hunt or the quest, and also be his partner, and also talk about. And Ugo is watching, which is great, and learning about Curve, which is epic because Curve is a great product. Yeah, so Ugo, congrats again. I hope you and your partner are able to share some of this, and I hope you guys can participate. The other location we're thinking about doing this for, other than East Denver, is it's actually Blockchain Berlin in June. So I'm not going to dox them, but they are familiar with like the Berlin area, the Germany area. So yeah, I might be reaching out to you guys about some insider tips on like having a good, successful scavenger hunt during Blockchain Berlin week or the DAppCon event. So super excited that I got to meet you guys in person, talk about kind of the vision behind Little Quest, to meet your partner. Overall, great vibes. I'm happy that you guys won first place. And again, Fairy Raffle, you guys can verify. I didn't do anything. I let the algorithm, it built a smart contract. It used some fancy algorithm to choose the people. So I will share both links. I can share them now, actually, if you like. Let me do that, actually. So second place goes to Leo Buster. Again, same Fairy Raffle. So I just uploaded all 6. Let the algo do its thing. And Leon Buster ended up getting second place. Some lessons kind of learned about all this is like There's 6 people that completed it. Only 3 can win awards. That felt a little off to me. Obviously, I can't promise like everyone's gonna win money, as they say. It's about the journey. So all the friends you made along the way. But for this specific raffle, I have some good news for everyone that participated and everything. But that's like a lesson for me, like lesson learned. If I do a V3, is what do I do about if 10 people complete it and there's only 3 prizes? For this one, there's good news. I'll share that later. But yeah, it was great to meet Leon Buster as well. We also got to chat a lot about the scavenger hunt at Devconnect, and super involved in like littles. You can see he has a little, super involved in the Spanish speaking community for nouns and for crypto as a whole. So really awesome to see Leon Buster win as well. He was very engaged and definitely motivated to complete the quest. So motivated that he actually also participated in another track, which we'll get to soon. And then third place, Leo7C, who I know is in the chat. You got third place. Again, all verifiable through the fairy raffle. I shared the link. Make sure you guys check it out. Leo also won actually the scavenger hunt for inside of Devconnect, which is nuts. He posted his winnings, like a picture of his winnings. So Leo7, a POAP degen for sure, and continues winning because he is committed to getting as many POAs as possible. So epic stuff. Great to see the people that are down and for it get it. What's funny about Leo 7C is that I was kind of wrapped up with the conference event center, and Leo needed 2 of the POAPs, which was mine plus the nouns location, like location number 3. And I saw that he was close, so I was already back home at the Airbnb, just chilling, hanging out. This was like Friday, I believe. He messages me. He's like, "Hey, where you at?" And yeah, I got dressed and I was like, "All right, man, I'm going to the event center one more time, even though I thought I was done, and we'll get you these POAPs," because I saw he was close. So yeah, it's great to. That's kind of the story behind that, which is great. Again, I will be putting on-chain transactions for everybody, so you guys will get your money. Everyone can verify it. I will need your addresses for the burner, but if you're going to East Denver, I could give it to you then. So I'll be reaching out to all of you guys individually regarding getting the burner in your hands, and we could figure out a method of getting it to you and all that. So all right, so content creators. So for the content creators, this is the first time doing this, so I'm open to feedback on what you'd like to see differently for the content creator track. I mean, the goal is basically like I wanted to create like everlasting content, So essentially, like I'll use the content from this one, the last one, create kind of like a highlight reel for the next one, So it's like a preview of like, I don't know, we'll see. Might go full Michael Bay, who knows? Transformers, loud noises, dubstep, who the hell knows? And then just put it all into a highlight reel and be like, this is the type of activation, that's being supported. So that was kind of the goal. The goal was to see people like creatively where they're at. It's a little bit different, but open to suggestions on how to do this better next time. Because we were in Buenos Aires, it just made sense to have a Spanish speaking some kind of content. So for the best English content, Generic Vibes submitted a great video about what the little quest is, how to get activated, how to get plugged in, and also like she kind of called out like you had 3 days left because that's kind of when the video came up. So it was really great. It was actually good for me to like reuse that to be like, yeah, there's 3 days left. Get your POAPs, get plugged in. It's not too late. There's links here to their profile. You should check out Generic Vibes as well as a whole. Generic Vibes came from Africa. It's a crazy journey to get to Buenos Aires. Also a little and got sponsored by Littles. And then you can see the submission as well here. So if you click on it, you'll be able to see the submission. I could actually stop taking you. I could take you guys there. So yeah, you can see it here. So great captions, insights, very creative. Used a website. So it shows off the website, which is great. Tells you how it works. So there's clues, there's an address, what the prizes are. So overall, like fantastic video. Probably did a better job than I would have done. yeah, thanks Generic for creating that video. Really, really awesome that you did that. And it will get remixed and everything. So for best Spanish content, Leon Buster again. For a while, like I was kind of hesitant to let people double dip, but in the end, I'm gonna let people double dip. I think. I think Leon really went above and beyond on both sides. So completion the POAP track and also did a really great video in Spanish about the whole experience, and it was like YouTube, like just vibing overall, just vibing of like doing the scavenger hunt, getting on a bus. Like it's actually this is kind of what I envisioned when I thought about the content track. Was like someone posting a video of being on a bus. I was actually kind of hoping to see someone do like because they do Ubers where you can hop on a motorcycle in Argentina. So I was kind of thought like that'd be sick if someone did like a video of them on a motorcycle Uber, captured the scenery of the locations, multiple locations. So overall, I was a little hesitant to do people double dipping, or not double dipping, but like doing two tracks. But Leo just went Rex Leo on Farcaster, Leon Buster Dottie. Like he really went above and beyond. So I think I'm okay, and I'll explain why I'm okay because I'll spread the love myself and figure it out. So yeah, go check out that submission. Really great stuff. We're gonna keep it going. So for this one, I was very conflicted again, and was like the issue was like, hey, I had people that completed it all, and it just felt like people needed to be rewarded. We'll see if this happens again next round or whatever. I'll figure it out, but not promising future. But essentially, I have two winners for the best picture. Fatty But Happy. You can check out their submissions here, but here are the two pictures essentially. But Fatty But Happy really kept posting a ton of pictures and little quests like on the Farcaster channel. Just posting like him walking around. It's like just great pictures overall. Buenos Aires, the beauty of it, while also doing the scavenger hunt. So that was really great. And I really liked Ola, who was actually the first one to complete the full set. So I felt like that also needed to be rewarded. So they'll both be getting a little Noun's branded burner, and I'll just split the fee, 25 each. That's still over $100 in value. Maybe I'll just do 50 each. We'll see. I've got to figure out what Ethereum is doing these next couple days. But yeah, either way, transactions will go online. You guys can see it. Congrats to both of you. Thank you for taking pictures. There's a lot of great submissions. Let me see if I can actually share some of these pictures, other pictures that were submitted. Give me 1 second. I actually have it all ready to go. Let me share my desktop. Okay, so this one's great. Cardno uploaded this to POAP that moments. This is actually one of the artists, Catonejo, who did 3 of the POAPs, I believe. So it was really cool to see this picture. It's not like the scavenger hunt specifically, but it's like the artist behind the scavenger hunt POAP. So this is a really touching picture. Cardno's a big supporter of POAP artists and this whole thing. So thanks, Cardno, for always supporting me. Thanks for helping pitch in on some of the fees for the POAP and also for taking this amazing picture. Hopefully, we could figure out a way to keep doing these. Ugo also had a great picture. So, but since Ugo got first place, I was like, doesn't feel too appropriate to do that. But yeah, Ugo had some great pictures. Actually, Ugo had a couple pictures. He took a picture of the flower. He also looks like he was there for game day at Boca Juniors in La Boca, which is crazy. I'm sure that environment was nuts. So Ugo, thanks for uploading some pictures. Ola also had some pictures for Caminito. This one was just like epic. Like it's like the POAP in a nutshell, which is epic. It's also funny that there's a Statue of Liberty in Buenos Aires. It's kind of hilarious to me. And Ola found it and took a picture of it, and plus took noggles on it. So really epic picture. Thank you for finding the inspiration and literally taking a picture of it in real life. This is Fatty But Happy at the Boca Juniors Stadium. This is actually Patricia, I believe. So POAP.it in Caminito. Great churrasco, choripan, like scene, obviously. What else do we have over here? Yeah. A lot of great submissions. If we go to forecast as well. I think you guys can still see everything. A lot of good submissions. So here's Ugo's. Here's Fatty. I gotta go check out his stuff. This is him walking around Greek Bridge. Taking some pictures of some geese. Yeah. Go check out the little quest channel. That's where all the pictures and everything and all the news on the next one coming up. So make sure to join. All right. So we got some raffles. I'm not gonna make it award. Yeah, so let's get these raffles going. So while everyone joins us back after that rug there, grabbing some names. All right, should be good. I'll piece them together after production, like post-production. So doing a raffle of people that I met on Farcaster. This is coming out of pocket. I removed all the folks that have won something from the scavenger hunt. So you could see here in yellow. And then there was a couple of people that had a lot. So they had like more than 5 POAPs. So I'm throwing their name in here. So if I grab these names, put them here, and then, right. So what I did was I copied the names here, minus the ones in yellow. And then I put them in a spin the wheel. This thing gets super loud. So unmute tab, unmute site. Okay. All the names are here. Let's spin. So then if I go here, so remove that name. I'm going to do 2. All right, you can now see the name here. Each of you will be getting 25 USDC. Thanks for meeting me at Devconnect in Buenos Aires. And then we have a Not Gonna Make It award. As I mentioned, Crypto Notice completed all of them minus meeting me. So Crypto Notice will actually be our Not Going to Make It award. Thanks for doing all the scavenger hunt. I know you found out about it a little later. So, and you worked your butt to get them all, essentially, minus the meeting me. So thanks for doing that. That's what it's all about. So I'm going to update this slide, and we're going to come up with some kind of prize for you to make you whole, and thanks for participating. So, all right, that is everything. So slide deck is getting finalized. Will get published. We will post it all at littlequest.study.limo. Money will go out. Transactions will be in there. We'll be reaching out to winners about their announced earners. And thanks for participating. Again, if you love seeing this kind of activation, if you're getting a little, you could delegate to me, gramajo.eth. That helps me get some voting power so I can put something up again to do something similar. Hit up Little Nouns Twitter account, Farcaster account. Let them know that you enjoy this kind of activation. So people are at least aware. I am saving that and putting it on the website. So, I have it there for reference. Yeah, and thanks for everyone who participated. Hopefully you guys got to see Buenos Aires, enjoy it, and had a great time at Devconnect. And if not, if you didn't go, stay tuned for an event hopefully near you. All right. See you guys.